looks like we're good. I'm just sending out announcements. We'll be on our way. Okay. Yeah, early morning Agricola game here. Chris Ho wound up in the game, and he wound up in the best seat. The bad player is here, so that could get risky. This player is rated reasonable. I'm second seed at least. Chris is fourth. This pack, the stands out are House Steward and Roof Baluster, and then stuff like Loom, Milk Jug. I'd probably take Roof Baluster here and go for a big house game plan, but a little nervous about that. If Loom is probably the best card, and I'm kind of terrified about passing it because it probably means it's gonna go into Chris Ho's hand based on how this game goes. But if I'm going on a big house strat, Milk Jug is just so much food, so I think I gotta go with that. We get Grocer. That makes me even happier to have Milk Jug because the food payoff is just like that important. Strawberry Patch with Grocer could be quite good. The rest of these miners are underwhelming. Yeah, let's go peek at ratings here quick, just because I'm curious about exactly where these players are at. This guy just hasn't played much, barely qualified for Arena, so put up a 21 in their last game a couple minutes ago that ended. Chris could be in a very good seat this game. This player hasn't played much at all, and it's hard to trust where they're rated. They've played lots of 2-player too to get that rating. Their last 4-player game, they got a 35. So maybe I'm not in the worst seat here. They're still a reasonably good player, though. But one of the upshots is that people that play lots of 2-player definitely also can learn to overvalue start player, because start player matters a lot in 2-player. So we'll see. This is largely a battle between Chris Ho and I. But we'll see how it goes. Chris. Okay, this pack is not very exciting. I'm gonna take Animal Dealer. If I'm gonna go big house this game, which is the general plan, especially with weaker players, hopefully I can just grow. Getting a Hearth and playing Animal Dealer is pretty reasonable, and the rest of these cards don't look to do a lot of it. Organic can work, but I don't know if I'm gonna get any stables and stuff. Now, as for the improvements, I'm not a huge fan of Junk Room, even though it might be okay. Stone Tongs, when I have Roof Baluster, doesn't seem as necessary. Same with Hard Porcelain. So I think this is shifting cultivation. I haven't seen any field help. It does further increase my food costs, but my food costs between Milk Jug and Animal Dealer, especially late, right? If I get Animal Dealer played and have a Hearth, I can hit that cow space for an insane amount of food. The problem is going to be if we can play ourselves into a position where we have family members in a big house. But good morning, Ghostly. As I'm chatting with Chris Ho a little, you guys probably can't see that because it's behind my display, but him and I are just chatting a little about the fact that, yeah, we're at this table, and luckily we're kind of like across from each other. It's kind of the most fair scenario to. It's a little annoying to have like the two strong players right next to each other. So glad that the seeding order is what it is. Wow. Okay, so there's some cards here. I don't like. I don't necessarily have a small scale farmer game plan, but I really don't see how I'm gonna run out to why I'm gonna run out of stone early and get out manservant and wall builder loot to start very playable. As for the miners, I don't need large greenhouse because grocer veggies are enough. Sack cart could be okay. Clay embankment, I don't know why I want that much clay, but I think this is just de-draft the mantelpiece. I don't think I'm gonna use it, but maybe I will. And at the very least, nobody else has it. Mantelpiece is a little less exciting too with Roof Baluster. The big advantage of Roof Baluster is I can just play it late and get all my stone for a reno. And Grocer gives me the read, so like my reno to stone should be really easy. So I really don't want Mantelpiece, probably, but I don't believe in passing it here. The rest of the miners don't do much. Oh, we also get Clay Hut Builder back. I forgot about Clay Hut Builder, but Clay Hut Builder with a house steward in the game, maybe the Mantelpiece does come into play still. Actually, um, I'm trying to go for big house, so I don't think I'm gonna have big fencing. So I don't know about Manger. But Grocer gives extra read, and I should be playing 3 Ox this game. Probably. I might not, but I think Acorns could be pretty good. I'm definitely planning on trying to get a Hearth to feed. So yeah, this is good. There was a Cottager in the draft. If nobody values Cottager, I think that comes in the next pack. This hand now with Cottager, I could run a Clay Hut Builder Mantelpiece game still. And just drop the Roof Baluster, which is sad, but playing something like Small Scale Farmer, Cottager, or Clay Hut Builder Mantelpiece could be reasonably good fun. We're not going to be allowed to do that, but that's fine. We'll take the. I'm actually going to take the pasture here. If everybody pushes rooms too hard, maybe I do somehow wind up on a small scale type game plan. Brook could be a little bit of trickles of food this game, possibly. Wool blankets works if I go with mantelpiece, but I still kind of think I'm going roof palaster lines. So I think I'm going to take Brook. Also, Brook encourages players to start player early because they're going to go try to get it in play. So, not passing Brook is probably better in terms of trying to ease off my complaints about players start playing after me. So, we'll see how it goes. We got Stone Tongs and Pig Breeder last. I don't hate having Pig Breeder in hand. It could just be some extra food, or it could just be the way I get my pig. Stone Tongs, I doubt I play, but which this hand does have slight issues in that I don't have a lot of very playable miners, so I don't want to be start playing much. Early woodcutter, that's fine. I'm just taking Reedstone food. It's the best thing. I could play small scale farmer there, but I don't love playing small scale farmer. I like building the first room. We do see major flip in the first, so I'd be very happy to get 2 clay back here and build a fireplace, because my feeding is very much like fireplace hearth based lines. So I'm very happy getting 2 clay, but if I don't get 2 clay, I also just get 2 wood and have the best start on rooms. So we'll see. Didn't play an Ock, which is actually mildly surprising. Bad players, in my opinion, tend to overplay Ox instead of taking resources. Chris getting forced onto Ock here could actually be kind of handy. It's possible he doesn't really have anything he wants to play, and that appears to be the case. He is saying gross. He apparently he's saying this is why he almost took Woodcutter. He has no good Ox to play here. Well, he's telling me more info than I should probably get, because that does help tell me a few things about what he's up to. There wasn't a ton of early good Ox this draft, though. A lot of the stuff you want to play early, like, wow, yeah, Chris is just going to go for the fireplace value. Crazy. I mean, it's reasonable, but crazy. Oh, God, if we wheel Ock here and I get to play small-scale farmers still, Oh yeah, and Chris says I assume he's getting this. And Rammed Clay gets played. This is this is dumb. This is dumb. I I think I do just play small scale here, right? I mean it's round one. Like even if this is just 3 wood, who cares? Chris is being forced into force seed again. He's saying this is the worst. Yeah. Oh my God! Somebody took one. This guy took one clay just now. And there's going to be a 4 wood action here. This is a dumb start. This is ridiculous. Taking one clay is bad, but I passed junk room, so this guy is setting up to start player with a junk room. So that part's a little gross. I just keep taking reedstone food. I'm getting wood from small scale. I mean, I'd like more wood, but this is fine. Everything is fine. Chris did just build the fireplace, which is fine. I do want a hearth, so I do still value taking 4 clay and building the hearth. But things are good thus far. I'm expecting start player junk room very strongly. This is start player junk room. Chris at least doesn't have to Ock here. If I get Ock back, what do I play? Do I actually just play the animal dealer because I expect that I want it long term? I might just play animal dealer here if it comes to me. Chris takes read. Oh God, no! I was trying to click the stupid X. God, sometimes I really like BGA's notifications, but I really hate them while I'm playing a game. Like you don't need to remind me of my other games while I'm playing a real-time game. But oh well. Um, Chris takes the read, which is fine. I'd love to take wood here, but I don't get to. Wisely, just taking all the wood in the game. There was a brushwood collector, so I'm guessing this is going to be brushwood collector. Which is why they haven't been taking reedstone foods and why I'll just keep taking all the reedstone foods. I think I'm going to play animal dealer. It's a bit bold, but I think it's for sure something I want to do this game. I think I want to go hearth and animal dealer lines. So I'm going to claim I can do that. Will I actually be able to do that? I don't know. Rammed clay with woodcutter is kind of interesting. The best part of woodcutter is just taking all the wood and getting your fences easily. The best part of rammed clay is like you get to take clay and you don't have to take lots of wood actions. So it's not actually that strong of a combo in my opinion. But that's okay. We'll see how things go here. My next round, I'd be happy to take 4 clay and a hearth. Happy to take reedstone food. I'm still expecting junk room to be played here actually, so who knows what I'm gonna get. Yeah, this is junk room coming in. Yep, there it is. Junk room that you have to take 1 clay in round 1 in order to play is pretty bad, but Chris just takes 2 wood. Good stuff. Good stuff from him. I mean, Chris is probably going to get 3 wood here, so he'll get along. Late sheep is gross, so that's what Chris is complaining about. Yep. Late sheep is rough for Chris. Tutor paper maker for Gray is a fun little combo. I would love the 4 clay here, but if I don't get 4 clay, I just take reedstone food again. But I'd be very happy with 4 clay to be able to set up my hearth. But yeah, there that goes. So whatever, I just take reedstone food. My last action this round is probably just take 3 food. It's a late sheep game, and food is looking pretty tight on a lot of these players. So if for some reason that food, honestly, if it might just go 3 food here. Chris needs a food action. Red needs a food action. So I could just build the well as my last action this round. Actually, that might be what I do. I might just build the well. 2 clay. Oof. So my dream of getting a hearth is a little rough here because I think people are overvaluing clay. 2 clay in particular from Gray looks bad. I don't know what that's for, but it's bad. Chris does take 3 food. If Red doesn't take 3 food, I take 3 food. I mean, yeah, Red's gonna start player. Well, this is easy. I take 3 food and put people in a food bind. Scullery. Okay. I just take this 3 food, right? Or do I just build the hearth? Or not the hearth, the well. Building the well here is pretty tempting because you get a lot of the food when you really need it. But just taking 3 food is also very strong. I'm gonna go with the just take 3 food line. It puts an annoying amount of pressure on my opponents. It really just punishes them for not having. Well, Gray can Ock in order to feed themselves. Wow. Okay, I was also hoping that it was going to buy me 4 wood, but I do kind of need to take a wood. I would like to threaten to be able to build a room. I mean, Chris is going to build his room, but I'd like to threaten rooms here at least. As good as Reedstone food is again, I do need to take a wood action at some point, and it looks like Red has a... I don't totally know. I mean, Red's going to day labor here. Red might Reedstone food on the wheel, but... At the very least, Red can't brushwood collect. Like, it's just Chris and I setting up for rooms, so... I mean, I guess Red could... I don't know. Wow, an assistant tiller. Well, that's good for Gray. That was a first pick, so Gray didn't pass the best Ock. He knew what to take. So that's encouraging, because I was worried that Chris Ho was going to get past a lot of things, but he might not have, so... Chris probably builds a room here. Oh, he doesn't. He probably is assuming that I'm gonna keep my small scale farmer going. I'm not gonna keep my small scale farmer going. I'm gonna just build a room. Yeah. I still really want a hearth. I don't. Hearth is how I feed long term. I really need hearth. So I probably take 4 clay with priority next round and hope people let me build a hearth. I guess 4 clay also sets up for red mantelpiece type stuff. We'll see. Again, the clay pressure has been annoying this game. Chris chooses to play House Steward, by the way. I didn't pay attention to that, but I wanted to go for a big house strat, and now House Steward got played, so... Chris is saying he thought you'd... Yeah. Gray's gonna start player again, because why not? Why would you take 2 Reed? Why would you... You gotta be start player. Luckily, Red and Gray have been fighting, so it's been pretty equal, but it's kind of gross. Chris wants to set up breeding sheep with stables. Gotcha, that makes sense. It does make enough sense for Chris. Corn Scoop coming out from Gray. Gray has no room parts. I'm really not concerned about Gray's game. Red's game is reasonable. I don't like being last again this next round, but I'll survive. I have the first room. If growth flips, life is just dandy. Not that I have a miner to play on grow. Really, I mean, I could shift in cultivation. I could stone tongs, but I'm not going to play any of those. So I'm probably growing nada, which is unfortunate. But meh, if growth flips, growth is amazing. I'll happily grow nada. Chris just takes the read like a good player, just take the good action. Maybe double builds in his future, right? If growth flips, double builds absolutely in Chris Ho's future. It's not grow, so that's a bummer, because Chris will build a room this round. I want the 4 clay, but I don't know if I'm gonna get it, because Red might just take clay again or something. I don't know what to predict from people. Gray doesn't even have a wood in order to pay for this Ock. Yeah, he realizes that now. I'm like, Gray can't Ock without taking wood. Yeah, so he's gonna take wood and then play an Ock. That's fine. Chris is gonna build room and stables here. No, he's gonna take wood first. Chris might just double build. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I really want 4 clay. Let me have 4 clay. Be a pal. Otherwise, I just take another Reedstone food action. I do get 4 clay, but this might be Hearth. So Yeah, okay, most of the reasons that I want for clay are slightly dead now, because I still really, I mean, it's not dead, whatever. I really want to hearth this game, so whatever. I also will join the get in line. But yeah, this is unfortunate for Chris, because now people are fighting for the the sheep pile. So Chris has to decide if he wants the sheep or if he wants to build. So yeah, that's he's saying Chris is saying in chat. I'm very happy I took that 3 food earlier. It's put so much food pressure in the game. This is like these Lumen loves some of these food tight games to just you just take the food when other people don't, even if you don't need it, because it puts so much pressure on other players in stage 2. And during stage 2, you really want to be focusing on other things. I'm hoping Chris needs the sheep here more than he wants to build. I mean, Chris doesn't need to build here, but he wanted to build the room and stables and get breeding sheep. But we'll see what he decides. I mean, the sheep aren't that valuable right now because it's only a 4 food action, and there'll be 3 food actions next round. So like, I totally understand not really fighting for the sheep, but I probably am just gonna build a 3 clay fireplace at some point and then upgrade it to the hearth later in the game, assuming I can. The whole animal dealer's looking dubious, but hopefully it'll be useful long term. But yeah, we didn't flip Reno though either. Like if we flipped Reno this round, that would have been nice. But food tightness is why I played animal dealer. I played Animal Dealer just because, yeah, it was kind of like the best action. My only other option was to take like 2 wood, and I would rather play an Ock than take 2 wood early. So, no, it's not Animal Tamer. That's Animal Dealer. So, I think my hand said have a big family. I think my hand said big. I think my hand said big family, hearth, and then pay off grocer and roof baluster and shifting cultivation, right? Like I have a lot of food costs. So yeah, animal dealer was like a long-term play for food. I'm assuming this is brushwood collector finally from Red. Red's ignored Reed. Ignoring the great pastor small scale, correct. Dang it, I was gonna take Reedstone food there, but I'm not allowed to. Which is fair. So I did want Reedstone food, but I don't need to start player. We're hoping growth just flips next round, but it's probably going to be a late growth game because every time I want it to be something else, it's not. But I could live in a late growth game here too if I just grow first. I might just plow, right? Like I could take 2 wood, but I don't like taking 2 wood, and everything else sucks. And I don't have plow help in the hand, so this doesn't really accelerate me to where I want to be, but nothing does. So growth does flip. That's great. I don't want us to have to start player. Chris is just going to build a... Chris might double build here and get the next growth. Red will have to start player to build or something if they're paying attention. Gray just doesn't understand that they need a room. This tutor papermaker stuff will run out eventually, but you got to get all your ox out. Has a cottager, okay? He does have the cottager tiller combo. It's not going to get him much of anywhere, but Chris is going to build. I'm going to grow. I will just grow milk jug. I wish I could fish into grow. I actually don't at all hate playing Brook this round, but I obviously can't let Chris grow. Red has gotten a lot of 4 wood actions this game. I mean, Red is a smart player about taking wood, which is kind of obnoxious because it is like my wood situation is not good. But I'll play Milk Jug here. Yeah. Also, do I play Mantelpiece next round, by the way? I do have this stuff where I could just Reno. Next round, I could Reno Mantelpiece and play Clay Hut Builder. It's kind of late, but I might do it. We'll see. House Steward did get played. Chris double builds. Yep, all that makes sense. Do I actually want to play this Milk Jug? Yeah, I do. I want the Milk Jug. With Clay Hut Builder, yeah. The downside is Roof Baluster, right? Like, do I want to play Mantelpiece is really the bigger question. It might be that I should just renovate with the well and play Clay Hut Builder and leave Reno to Stone as an option this game. Um, you love Reno well. I think I like Reno well next round too. My food is iffy, by the way. I probably need to take a 3 food action here. Everybody's food is iffy, really. Like, food is brutal this game. Um, so the well slightly helps with that. I mean, I eventually need a hearth or a fireplace. Uh, like, pretty badly. But I grew first here. I'm in a pretty good spot. Reno Well and Clay Hut Builder does all sound like good stuff. I'm a little concerned that Red's not going to start player here. Could Major the Well here, the next round go Fish Reno Brook? Possibly. Red is just Red has so much wood. I mean, good for them. Red's taking all the wood in the game. Um, okay. What do I want to take? Do I try to get fishing next round from my huh? I mean I kind of like getting the brook out at some point, but yeah, I don't know how important it is. I also don't love this position because, well, Chris didn't take food. Never mind. Oh, Chris has a sheep in his house. See, the problem is Chris can start player to get the next 2 grows now because Red didn't protect themselves. So that part's unfortunate. I might just play the well here, though, so I can reno a fireplace. I can take more clay next round and reno fireplace. And play Clay Hut Builder. I gotta take a food action, too. Yeah, my round's constrained. Okay, if I don't take food here, I need it not to go food. Chris, as his first action, could take food, and then Red also could. Yeah, I'm in pretty big food trouble all around. I think I do just take this 3 food traveling again, honestly, which sucks, but like. Yeah, I don't know what to expect. I'm apparently never getting wood this game, though. I don't think I can afford to build wood rooms, because the wood is just. I don't have wood. There's not wood to grab. So. Red's game is comical. Red's game is interesting. I mean, Red's taking all the wood. And that part is good, but they have nothing else. And they built a hearth. Like, I don't know. It's interesting, right? Like, Red might just get a huge reed pile here, though, too, and build a million rooms. Like, wow, Chris is growing first action. That's interesting. I thought Chris would just start player first action. I guess Red might just start player build now? I don't know. He has a useful miner? No, he's just undoing. He didn't realize. He should probably be start playing just so he can double grow. Like, I would be surprised if Chris Ho isn't supposed to start player here. He has the sheep in his house. He has enough food. He can start player and double grow. And that seems really good, getting the second and third grows this game. Seems better than letting Red start player build. Now, is Red smart enough to start player build? I have no idea. Chris is playing moldboard. Yeah, he potentially is plowing, I guess. Come on, Red. Start player build. Start player build. Start player build. Red, don't take more wood. What the fark is that? Oh my god. Okay, well that was unexpected. Um You have to build a room. Like, why are we letting Chris double grow? I can't believe that. Yes, with rammed clay too. Correct. We're taking 3 wood instead of 4 clay. Like, whatever. It's fine. There's just so much wood pressure, and yeah. I thought he might take the reed too. The reed was defensible. Taking 3 reed and going for double build, totally reasonable. The wood is obviously wrong. I mean, I think red might still have the brushwood collector. Yeah, I don't know. Anyhow, what am I doing this round? Like, I can't really play Clay Hut Builder unless I fish. If I fish, I sort of want to get the stupid brook out. And maybe brook's just a distraction, but... Fish, Reno, Clay Hut Builder? I mean, see, the problem is... Well, then I just give up on the brook. I don't know. I think I am taking 4 food, though, which sucks. Sucks a lot. I kind of want to start player brook just because the board is going to be sick next round. And I'm sick of being last. But as soon as I start player, somebody else is gonna ruin everything. Wall builder. Okay. Gray's getting all of his ox out. Getting that tutor points. I missed the cattle feeder too. Oh, Gray is out of ox now. Yeah, Gray played his whole hand. I mean, Gray got all of his ox out by the end of round 7. Congrats. I mean, there's a lot more to the game than that, but... Chris just takes the sheep for food. Reasonable. There's food pressure. Get rid of it. What is red doing? Okay, I'm gonna start player into this stupid 4 wood pile, because apparently wood is the craziest resource this game. Red is a legend? I mean, red is something, but I'm gonna play the dumb brook and get onto another wood stack. Also, there's just crazy resource stacks. I don't want to renovate to the well right now. The resource piles are just dumb. Like, everything is dumb. There's gonna be 4 stone, like, I think I maybe should just take this reed stack. I mean, not playing Mantelpiece. I don't want to play Mantelpiece this game. I think what I really want is 4 wood, 5 clay next round is actually what I want to do. I think I'm really going to abuse Brook here. Somebody else is going to take the stone stacks. I mean, I might lose the well, I guess, if I'm not careful, but... Nobody should be start player in for a while is my theory. I mean, we'll see how that works. Hopefully nobody's starting for a while. I'm also forcing red to build a room here. I have enough stuff I could... Yeah, I don't think I'm playing Clay Hut Builder this game either, to be honest. I don't think it's needed. 6 clay from... That's interesting. I wasn't expecting 6 clay. I'm a little concerned I'm not going to get a clay stack back, actually. But we'll see. Reno Well, Clay Hut Builder. I don't know if that's what I'm doing. There's a lot to be done here. You idiot! Oh my god, Red. Red is pissing me off with not building a room. I think I just build a room here then. I just get the next growth, and I punish Red. Like, if Red's not going to do what he's supposed to, then fine. Like, Red can have all the resources and never grow. Like, whatever. Oh, that's so frustrating. I can't, like, I guess I should have taken a clay stack, but I did not expect that. I think it's just wrong. I think it's wrong. I think my opponents take all the clay in the world, and it's killing them. How has Red not built rooms? Red, like, what is Red doing this game? I mean, they're just playing bad. That's the answer. But like, oh. Now Red start players. Now. I am majoring the well. What else am I doing here? Like, none of the actions are good, and Chris Ho will... Oh, wait, I don't have wood. I see. That's a problem. I would love to build a well, but I can't. So I guess I'm taking 2 wood here? Oh, God, I hate that. I'm not taking 2 wood. Screw that. I'm just plowing again. I could major the fireplace here. I think that's what I'd do. It sucks, but I need a hearth or fireplace long term. The clay to renovate with is looking increasingly terrifying though, because yeah, the clay this game is just dumb. But I'll prioritize 4 clay at some point. But I need this fireplace. Red certainly takes 4 wood. I don't know what red does. How the hell do I know what red does? I can't tell you what red does, but I want to take the well next round, yeah. I've stolen the 4 food from Chris. I'm not opening sheep, so it puts pressure on Chris to take... Oh, I could take the sheep on Chris. Oh, that's interesting. I could be obnoxious to Chris's food. Oh, yeah, red could open build finally. No, red does open the wood. Of course he does. He's going to wood bully the table. Fine. I'm going to respond with taking wood. If red is going to just take this much wood, I will try to save myself. I'm not building the BMW, Loki. Why am I building the BMW? The BMW is not efficient this game. I'm definitely not doing that. The BMW is not a good plan. My food is pretty solved long term, to be honest. Especially if cow flips next round, I'm gonna be at 4 actions with a fireplace, animal dealer, milk jug. Like, I'm gonna be fine with food. There is not enough read. I have plenty of other stuff to do. You're enjoying the Red Swarmlings game? I think Red is just trying a strategy of can you wood bully the table into submission. Wow, Chris. Oh, Chris is going to take the sheep. He's playing Animal Tamer and he's going to lasso the sheep. That's clever. That's well done from Chris. The food is still insanely tight this game, though. Like, I don't think Chris can afford to breed this round. Wow, Red is really going to try to just wood bully the table into submission. That is an interesting strategy to just deny all the wood in the game. I don't think it's going to work, but he can keep trying it. Uh, if Red had Carpenter's, Brushwood, and Roof Baluster, would be fun. Yeah, I don't know. What's Red's elo? This really just Red's elo is like reasonable, but they haven't played much. We have Roof Baluster. Correct, we do have the Roof Baluster. So, Red's rating is a 307. They've not played a ton of games. I think they're just trying a weird strategy this game. I think they've decided that they're going to try to take all the wood and see how it goes. The answer is it doesn't go, but you know they're gonna figure that out. All right, am I actually growing, shifting cultivation here? I have the extra 2 food at the moment. I said that I'm gonna be good on food. Sure, let's not waste an action. Especially if cows flip, I'm super fed. If cows don't flip, meh, I'm still gonna be fed, right? Like it's the grocer is the tough part, but wait, why does I was gonna say why does Gray not have enough clay for their room? But actually, I might have to take 4 clay this round, because Gray is gonna take more clay. I have acorns. Yeah, I can't play acorns yet, but I eventually will play acorns. Yeah, like my game. Look, there's still good things to come. Cows flip. My game is beautiful. Things are amazing. But I'm taking 3 wood first action, or am I taking 4 clay? Red Red just has to eat. Red is so dead this game. This is hilarious. Red's not even growing this round. Okay. Um I have to take clay here, I think. Yeah. Clay pressure is actually insane this game. I have to be able to reno in order to score. Yep, I forced Gray onto the clay. Chris will take 3 wood here, probably. Yep, I mean, it's the right move, but... Yeah, the 3 wood, 1 food is sad, but the clay... Look, there's no clay again. Like... and Red's still gonna take more wood. Oh my god. Okay, well, this is absolutely insane. So I'm gonna, like, not fence this game. Basically, nobody is fencing this game. But... Oh well. I can play Grocer and take a cow as my remaining actions this round. Chris can try to start player into the 3 wood action, because apparently the 3 wood action is the most important thing, but cow grocer is indeed the rest of my round. Yep, cows and grocer is what I'm doing. I could Reno to the hearth also. Reno hearth is something I want to do at some point. I don't intend to build another room this game. Like, how's that ever going to happen? So, why the woodcutter for red? Red apparently has decided that they're going to just play a weird game. I actually think cow first, right? I think cow first. I need a lot of food. I can afford to pay 1 extra food for grocer, to be honest, if it comes to that. I don't want to, but I would do it. But the cow is like a lot of extra food for me. Well, anyone gives me the cow, but I have animal dealer. Like... I have an animal dealer played. Cow is a 5 food action for me, plus milk jug. I think a 5 food action is more important to me than anything else. Like, I still need to pay for my big family, and I need to pay off a grocer I'm going to play. I need a lot of food. Like... And Chris Ho is taking a 3 food action instead of this 3 food action. So yeah, I'm definitely taking cow if Chris is taking 3 food actions. Like, the game is food tight, the game is wood tight, like, things are insane. Alright, we're just cooking both of those right away. Well, I'll put one in my house. Who am I kidding? I should have a house cow for now. First time catching me live. You've watched a lot of recent VODs. You've helped your game a lot. Awesome. Hey, thanks so much. Welcome. Yeah, it's fun. We hang out, we chat, we do stuff. This game is insane. Mostly because Red is trying a strategy of like completely wood hogging the table, but never growing. Has an insane resource pile, but no points. Chris Ho and I have grown in a house steward game, which is great. Gray finally figured out how to build a room and played all their ox. But this game is still between Chris Ho and I. But I think I've probably just won, to be honest. Chris Ho doesn't have clay for Reno. Chris Ho also doesn't have wood for fencing. I mean, we'll see. Grocers, I think, is big for me still, but we'll see. Red at least has joinery maxed out. Red is going to max a joinery. Red can get 2 read next round and tie house steward. Like, it might still work, I guess. Look, if nobody else can fence, maybe Red's strategy works, but the problem is Red eventually has to take other actions besides taking wood. And as soon as that happens, Chris Ho and I take wood and at least get a little bit of fences done, and we have all the rest of this stuff. And Red is going to have none of the rest of this stuff, like fields and crops and majors. So, is that a paper maker before the tiller? It was a paper maker before the tiller, but to be fair, Gray got all of their ox out before round whatever, so good for them. Now the bigger question is why Gray only has 1 field. I feel like Gray has used day labor to reno and stuff, but oh no, they actually, never mind. Gray renovated on major, or Gray renovated on major in order to play the clay oven. So, okay. Rip their lumber mill, yeah. Oh, Chris is playing an ock. Oh, and he has conservator, so the clay pressure isn't pressuring Chris as much as we thought, so... I do have to pay an extra food here for grocer, but it's still... Oh, or I could just reno. No, I could reno to the hearth. I reno to the hearth. It's fine. Reno to the hearth. This also blocks Chris's reno, in case that's what he was up to. He maybe is trying for a manservant or something. But I'll get the grocer out soon. But I'll get the hearth out. Reno hearth. Again, I'm never building another wood room. Maybe I build a clay room if I get a 4 clay action. I'll get 1 clay from grocer, 4 clay action, build a 5th room. That's a good way to score. Chris is saying dang. Yeah, he didn't want me to reno there. Oh, I also took the last hearth. That's actually a big thing too. Chris wanted to reno hearth. Me taking the last hearth there was actually big. Because yeah, there's no more hearths, and food is still really pressured. And Chris isn't going to start, so I probably get the 3 wood action unless red really opens 3 wood. And if red opens 3 wood, fine. Red can open 3 wood. I'll probably just attack the cows again, to be honest, because it's how I feed, and then I play grocer and I might sow. I don't know. I take 3 wood. I don't think I start player, right? I don't care that much about starting. Red is going to try this strategy. Red's going to see what happens if you take all the wood in the game. You're going to lose. So, okay, let's assume I'm essentially not fencing this game. How do you score? You score via plows, you score via majors, you score via crops, you score via house steward, you score via stone house. I think I am going for another clay room is probably the line. So I think I plow, I take cow, I guess I can take 2 wood. 2 wood is fine too, but I'm not start player, Loki. It's just that it's just that simple. I don't value start player here. I just don't care about it. I'm gonna take cow. I'm gonna play grocer, and I'd rather just sow. Sure, everybody wants the plow sow, but do I want a start player? Actually, also, do I not want to take 2 wood here? Chris is wisely taking 2 wood instantly. I probably should also just take 2 wood. 2 wood is not that. Well, I might not get to take 2 wood. Red might deny me 2 wood, which also again, if to be fair, if red takes 2 wood, whatever. I cannot what? I can't take 2 wood. You're right. Okay. Red's entire strategy is they're gonna play an entire game taking all the wood actions. Yeah. So whatever. That's fine. I'm gonna basically not fence, or I'm gonna get very crummy fences is what's gonna happen. But that's fine. This animal dealer hearth milk jug totally is working for this grocer food. My rest of the round, I would love to play grocer and sow all my crops. Chris might sow on me, but then I debate starting with the acorns basket. Or I just take the 3 stone. Taking the 3 stone is actually very reasonable. I could take 3 stone, play roof baluster, and reno to the stone oven. Okay, there goes the 3 stone, so never mind. But um, Chris is gonna start player. It's fine. Chris has a loom. Okay, that's fun. I mean, it's an expensive loom this game. 2 wood is an expensive loom. Letting red grow here? What do you mean letting red grow here? Chris is not going to let red grow. Chris will grow even over 3 wood. I'm pretty sure it's the right move, even in this wood tight of a game. You just grow. You don't like whatever. I do think Chris is going to sow, unfortunately, so that part's a shame because I'm going to play grocer, but then Chris will sow in my face. But that's okay. Yep, Chris is sewing in my face. Uh, so options. I could still play a very late clay hut builder and intend to build another room. Building another room really hurts Chris because it takes away his house steward points. I'm not majoring out the acorns basket. I want to grow with the acorns basket next round. I really want to take 4 clay and build another room next round, is what I think I want to do. I think that's actually a pretty good line for me to take 4. If I just take 4 clay next round, I build another room and I grow with acorns basket. It does mean that I need one more reed this game, so it might be actually take reedstone food here. Because if I'm going to play acorns basket, build a room, and renovate, I need 4 reed. I have 1 reed plus 2 from grocer, so I think this is just take reedstone food. The other option is to just eat the single pig, but I don't really need to do that. My food's pretty incredible now with milk jug, and still well food trickling in. So yeah, I think this is reedstone food actually. Yeah, this is fine. Now this is I really have to like take 4 clay first action, which is a bit sad because I probably should be taking 3 food first action. Or not 3 food, 3 wood. Cow is a 10 food action? Correct. Cow is a 10 food action. Cow is an insanely good action for me, so. I could sneak in 1 more major with the stone. Exactly. Although, what major am I sneaking? Am I going to get a pottery this game? Oh, I could get the BMW still, right? I could take the reed stack and build the BMW. Because now I have a stone coming from Grocer. So, yeah. Take the joinery. You're right, Deranged. The joinery. Show them who's boss. Just never build fences this game. Chris does open the wood. He is actually going to give red to growth. I think that's wrong. I think that's pretty wrong. I mean, the wood is valuable. I understand why he was valuing it, but I think Chris is supposed to always just grow. Growing is very strong, but oh well. It is gross. I would not have given. I don't think I would give red to grow. Speaking of growing. I don't know what you guys are responding to. Yeah, Chris lassoed. He didn't undo. Yeah. Chris was always going to lasso. And yeah. No, that wasn't red. Okay, you guys, yeah, okay, you're just not following. That's fair. I'm taking the 4 clay. I'm gonna make sure to just build another room and grow. Building another room annoys Chris. I'm gonna have a huge stone house, a huge family, and I'm basically not gonna fence. But I can live with very small fencing. I really think I can live with really small fencing this game. I have so much point ceiling between everything I've set up, and I can still strawberry patch at some point. I seriously think I'm going to be okay. I think I can win this game just because part of the thing is red is keeping scores low, but red isn't scoring himself, right? Red's score is awful. Like, he doesn't have enough actions to score. Well, there goes the BMW dream, by the way. That part's sad, but Chris wisely plows. That's fine. I only need 1 more plow this game, too. Like, I'll get it. Chris might still just be beating me. He has a big reno, and he is going to get some fences done. Although he didn't take 2 wood there. I guess I get to take 2 wood now. Carpenter from... Carpenter? That's... What? I get... Okay, you know what's happening? I'm not winning House Steward. Yeah, no, red still has brushwood. Red is going to play brushwood and build 1,000,000 rooms and take away the house steward points from everyone. So that part's actually a little sad because he is going to deny me house steward also. But whatever. But there was a brushwood in the draft. Teal obviously doesn't have brushwood, or not teal. Gray doesn't have brushwood. I'm assuming Chris Ho didn't keep brushwood, so... Yeah, if red had roof baluster and conservator, it actually would be kind of reasonable. This guy has to be trolling. No, I really don't think red understands how to play. He's played very few games. I think he's exploring. Exploring is part of the game, right? You play games and you explore. You try stuff out. It's fine. It's not a good strategy. It's not going to win, but you know he doesn't know that, so whatever. Like. It's fine. Nobody's taking cow this round unless Chris does here, so that part's just a little sad. And Chris is just going to stay start player because I'm not taking away from him. So making everyone else kind of lose is cool too. Look, that's what I mean. He's taking away all the house steward points. He's taking away all the fencing points. Like, whatever. He's doing fun things. It's not good enough to win probably, but it's kind of fun. Like, good for him. I'm absolutely building rooms here. Now, the one question is, do I just build 2 stables instead of fencing? Fencing with 4 wood is essentially a 3-point action. You go from -1 on fencing to 1 on fencing, and you cover a space. The stables are 2 points instead of 3. I have a wood for strawberry patch on Grocer. So... The grocer has a wood, so I could build 2 stables here and just never fence this game. Just accept that I don't fence, but I now have stables to hold my sheep point and my boar point. I think I just built 2 stables. And I grow with acorns. Yeah. So I'm getting the boar anyhow. I don't even have to take the boar action. Now, I it's still a little questionable because maybe it's wrong. Okay, so the upshot is I get to take the animals. The downside is I probably do get to fence this game. Huh. It's not wrong? See, I could even try to fence one with Reno still. That's true. Which the Reno queue is also kind of nasty. I do need to watch out for the Reno queue. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna build these stables. Because fence pressure is just obnoxious, and this just guarantees me points and animal. Like, yeah, this is good. Selling out my game to get like a 3 or 4. Exactly. I agree, Drage. I think that's correct. I'm already at 24. I have a Reno. I can get more animals. I have a big sow action. I have a strawberry patch. Like, Chris getting a pair of cows is the gross part here, though. That I don't support, but Chris gets to like plow, sow, or grow. Uh, yeah, Chris gets to plow, sow, or grow with the cows. Mammal piece next round. Yeah. Isn't fencing one better than 2 stables? Fencing one gives you 3. It is, but the thing is, stables is 2 different animal types, and the bigger thing here is I got to build stables while building my room, right? The thing is, I was building a room anyhow, so the stables weren't an action. So fencing is an action in 3 points. Stables were 2 points and no action. And stables let me hold each animal type. Fencing doesn't. So that's where, do I want to take like a 1 point action? No, I don't want to take a 1 point action. So why fence? The stables also let me just hold this boar already, which I do have 1 more boar coming in, but the no extra action, I think, is the real reason that stables was better there. The other thing is, there's a weird, nobody's fenced this game. There's a lot of fence pressure. Like, red could decide to fence 15 finally. And when do I get my fence action? Probably on Reno, but like, Chris does plow sow, so that's a bit of a bummer. I really need a sow action, like, really badly. I might even sow first action this round now. Oh, Chris undoes. That sucks. Undoing is awful, but yeah, okay, he does plow sow still, which is unfortunate. I need to plow sow, or I want to plow, but I don't need plow that badly. I need sow. Sowing is very important because it also lets me start player strawberry if I want to. So I probably sow. There's the brushwood collector I was expecting. Red's going to build 1,000,000 rooms. It's not just 1 extra action, it's like 2 to 3. Yeah, I think strawberry patch is wrong. Why do you think strawberry patch is wrong? Strawberry ruins the fencing. I'm not fencing. Who cares about fencing? I'm not fencing this game is my answer. I'm making sure to sow. Teal or gray might want to sow. I definitely want to get my crops in the ground, and I want to be able to play strawberry patch. Look, I'm happy to reno fence. I'm just not fighting for it. Chris is gonna take wood here, presumably. Am I really gonna take 2 wood actions? I don't know. I'm not gonna worry about it. I literally think I have enough other ways to make points at the moment to worry about those. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna keep plowing. I'm gonna whatever. I gotta get roof baluster out. I still need food, which Chris didn't take the cows. I missed that. Chris not taking the cows is interesting. Chris has a sleeping quarter. That's why he hasn't been taking the grows. Okay. I still wanted to rent a guild of some type. I might just take 3 clay and rent a guild. I really need point ceiling, and that comes from majors and other things because I don't have other point ceiling. I need to feed, which involves probably just taking the cows. Although taking the sheep, I take the sheep first. 3 wood is best. That's true. If Chris isn't taking 3 wood here, I take 3 wood. Yes, yes. No, I agree with that. I take 3 wood, and then I try to take food, and then I play roof baluster, and then I see where I'm at. Red is going to build 1,000,000 rooms. Possibly their whole board is just going to be rooms, and then they're going to grow probably. It's going to be fascinating to see how that strategy works. And Chris is still not taking the cows, which is kind of surprising. But I guess he's just not going to. Which is also a bit of a bummer because it's really... Although cows is all my food for the game. But red should fence. Yeah, red should fence tight. Red should fence instead of all this, but... Wow, red's gonna take more wood. Okay, well, never mind. That's fine. Just whatever. Whatever. I would like to plow, but I also want plow, so I think I take these sheep first. I want sheep. I want food. Achievement unlocked, 50 wood. Yeah. I mean, again, this game is insane for red. Like, red can't win, I don't think. Even if red gets fencing and builds all these rooms, it's just too late. Like, what? Like, how is... I don't... Like, I'm at 34, and I still have a reno. I still have a strawberry patch. Like... Building is 13 points because of 4 stables. Fencing is another 9. 22 with 2 actions. I mean, that part's awesome for red, but they're literally at -8. I mean, they're going to get house steward. Did you count house steward points? Got to count the house steward points. But yeah, I mean, this game is this isn't nuts. I'm gonna have to run off to the bathroom as is usual, drinking too much water and stuff. I'll be right back. You thought they were at +8 instead of -8? Oh yeah, no, Red's at -8 still. Red has not done anything that scores points. Like, Like red is just ignored, not ignored points is what red does. So like whatever, red's just nuts, which it's fine. It's fine. Red can do absolutely insane things. I mean, whatever. I really do have to worry about making sure I Reno. Chris did start player, so I can't afford to get Reno blocked. So I have to make sure I'm not getting Reno blocked. Chris is going to red fence and then lasso an animal type. I still think I just beat Chris this game, but he has another grow. But I have a huge Reno. I have a strawberry patch. I have a plow. I probably get plow sow next round as part of the goal. So yeah, I think cow and ock is my. I think cow, ock, and then Reno if I have to. The way I have to Reno is if red doesn't build a stupid number of rooms here. I'm expecting red to just build a stupid number of rooms here. But if red doesn't build enough rooms and is threatening to Reno on me, I have to Reno this round. I think Chris is going to grow with his last action. Red is going to build a stupid number of rooms. Reno strawberry joinery. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Yeah, red is going to fill their board with a stupid number of rooms. It's fun. It's not good, but it's fun. Red wins House Steward. Think they should have built stable? Well, of course. This is not winning. Like, Chris is going to take 4 wood first action. Yeah, Chris will open next round with 4 wood if I don't stop him. Which I'm not going to stop him, but I think I'm okay with that. I still just get plow sow and other good stuff. I think it's fine. This feeds me for the rest of the game, so you're just doing it. Actually, it's not fully fed, right? Because I'm going to pay for roof baluster here, which costs 3 food. But I should get milk jug triggered next round. So yeah, I should be fed. Yeah, I've got enough because of milk jug again. Yeah, exactly. Somebody's taking cow next round. There's too many actions. Somebody's doing it. Mostly Chris is gonna do it. So the question is, what guild do I want? And I guess I should get the joinery, right? No opportunities to fence block. Chris is sad. I mean, it's fine. I think I do take this wood though. I should be getting plow sow because I can always take red fence now. Is Chris gonna open plow sow? I guess I'll just get plow then. I think denying the 4 wood action is correct. Again, red's not my threat. Chris is absolutely the guy that I have to make sure to beat here. So, and then I can just build the joinery. It's dumb, but I can do it. I, I mean, clay is better, but meh. Like, joinery is fine. Chris will take 3 wood. Okay, that's fine. He can do that. Yeah, I have plenty of good. I agree. I have plenty of ways to score. I'm at 31. I'm gonna hit like mid 40 or low 40s still. So 4 wood and 3 wood's the same. Fair enough, but 2 wood is fine for me, I guess. Maybe you're right. Maybe I should have taken the clay, but whatever. I did this. This is fine. Oh, I have the boar. I have the boar coming in that I'm eating here too. I'm totally fed. God, I have so much food. I want plow sow the most. Major first seems okay. I think I still take plow sow first action. I'm still just gonna take plow sow here. I don't even think I'm taking major, right? Chris is gonna just red fence. I mean, I guess Chris could rent the joinery himself. I agree. I don't get the major addiction. I'm not taking, like, I'm not majoring anything. I don't care. I mean, Chris has 2 extra stone, I guess, with the argument, right? Chris could build a major, but he's not. He's gonna fence, and he's gonna lasso. And if he's gonna try to build a major, then I block. And look, major gets blocked anyhow. Pottery's gonna get taken. Yeah. Okay, it's fine. Do I need to red major? Nope. I don't care. I'm taking Plesso. I'm expecting that Chris just wants to red fence, and if he doesn't, I don't care. Sure, my extra stone is useless, but I still Reno is 39. I play Strawberry Patch is 41. I take a grain is 42. Chris's Reno is 8 points, takes him to 29. His fencing is 7 points, takes him to 36. He takes an animal is 38. He needs a little food. Chris isn't catching me, and nobody else is catching me. So yeah, I'm fine. There's no way Red's competitive this game. Red has 2 actions and has 10 points. Like, whatever. Not a threat. Gray at least hit 23, but also has 3 actions left. Not a threat. So, I've won this game. It's a gross, ugly game. It was really weird to figure out how to win, so I'm happy to have found the right path. I guess I could still take 2 wood and fence as possible actions yet this round. I might do that, because I don't think I'm getting fence blocked. Right? Like, nobody's gonna. If Chris red fences, Chris isn't gonna have wood left. He's not gonna block my fences. But yeah, my next move is now red joinery, and then probably play Strawberry Patch because I could get blocked, and then I wouldn't have wood for fencing, I guess. So then I would do whatever. I'll try to get points. It's not gonna be pretty, but Chris is just gonna red fence. Plow is a point. That's true. Nobody's gonna plow on me. I don't think. I mean, Gray could plow, to be fair. Gray also is like totally out of ways to score, so. But actually, I don't have to red joinery anymore, right? Red joinery is no longer a priority. Yeah, okay. I can put off red joinery from my final action because Chris doesn't have anything. Chris did get to slightly more points than I thought based on that. My math was wrong. He's already at 39 and has 2 actions left, so that's a little concerning. Yeah, I play Strawberry Patch first here. That's the most important action, actually. You think the 2 wood is wrong? I think the 2 wood was wrong too in hindsight. The 2 wood's not really helping me. Although it allows me to play joinery, but joinery's not that important, so. But whatever, I did it, and here we are. So I can red later. I Strawberry Patch now. Chris can't plow, so that's also welcome. I mean, I'm getting out Strawberry and Joinery, Loki. So, I mean, I agree with the range that I don't think the 2 wood is like that wrong. It's just the reason I think I don't even know if 2 wood was wrong actually. I think going for the Joinery might have been the mistake. Well, no, it's not really a mistake. I was going to say like I could try to fence instead, but no, I read Joinery, and I try to plow here, and then I try to like take a veg or something. Like I'm still fine. Chris is doing the right things to score, but again, I think Chris is just behind here. Chris is breeding a point of boar. Chris is still eating a point worth of food at some point, or he's taking a food action last. So he's at 42. My red joinery is taking me to 43. As long as I plow here, I'm at 44. And if I get grain as an action, I get 45. So I think I'm fine. It's 2 actions for 2 points? How's it 2 actions for 2 points? I'm ready the joinery. Like, that's just not a problem. Chris takes a sheep as his food action or something, but he's out. So yeah, never mind. I beat Chris. Especially with getting, like, a point worth of plow here. This is a good game. But yeah. 2 wood and an extra action for the patch. Okay, here's a new question, Loki. How do you think I was going to score more points? What's your line that's scoring me more? Because I don't think I have a path to points that doesn't involve playing Strawberry Patch and building a major. But if you think you have one, I'm curious. But I'm taking 1 point actions here. So even if it was 2 actions for 2 points, you would have plowed last round. Okay, I mean, that's defensible. I don't think that's wrong. But plow's a 1 point action. I took 2 actions for 2 points. So, I mean, it's all the same in the wash then, I guess, would be where we're at. I do have 1 person left. Yeah, nobody can reno. Yeah, nobody can join me. Okay, I'm good. The other round. You'd take one of the wood stacks the other round. Maybe, but whatever. Hey, Chris Ho, welcome to the chat. It was an insane game. I could have fence blocked him. I mean, to be fair, Loki, I won the game this way, so maybe your line's better. But whatever line you're arguing is pretty. I don't think it matters much, right? I think it's pretty close. Also, I can't really fence block Chris, right? There's no fence blocking in the final round. There's red fence blocking, but there was no fence blocking because nobody was going to fence in the final round. So, like, whatever. You think I won anyhow? Okay, that's fair. He could have just red majored a regular fence. Yeah, exactly. Like, I think it's fine. Yeah, you can't get fence blocked. He can red joinery. Okay, you didn't say that's possible. Yeah, whatever. Is there a component limit in Agricola that stopped him from building 15 rooms? Otherwise, very sad decision. No, there's no component limitations. He just didn't have enough. He had 1 wood away, so he needed to take 1 more wood. But he just didn't. So I don't know why, but he was 1 wood short. And instead of, I mean, to be fair, I guess the thing is, Chris Ho could have opened stables. So Red was respecting the fact that a stable block could have happened. So Red was making sure he got to build all of his rooms, I guess, would be the argument. But yeah, anyhow, this game was insane, Chris Ho. Welcome. This one was pretty dumb. Like, everything about the whole game was dumb, right? From the get-go, the start, the wild start players, the people doing things that we didn't know what were up. I thought for sure Red was going to keep growing, but Gray was a mile away from building rooms. You couldn't build rooms on time. Like, we were both just sitting here like, what are our opponents doing? And it turns out the answer is our opponents were just not doing good things, right? They both just played poorly, and that happens. But yeah, it was impossible to predict them, and insane things happened from there. The wood pressure was absolutely nuts because Red decided to, instead of scoring any points, Red decided to take all the wood. So I am very happy to win this game with 45 points, given that, yeah, there was no wood in the game. Definitely pretty content to have found enough points and to just not have to take dumb wood actions. I mean, I got the well in the joinery. Obviously, good game there, right? But no, yeah, just got points everywhere else. I mean, Grocer was sick. I did set up good enough feeding by the end, so that was sick. I'm really curious how much wood I got from the board, though, this game, right? Yeah, 14 wood. Like, this has got to be, like, the least amount of wood I've taken in a game where I've actually scored reasonably well. But it was 14 wood, got spent on 2 rooms. 2 rooms was expensive. And then 1 wood was the well, 2 wood was the joinery, 1 wood was strawberry. I did spend some on stables, so I got wood from cards. 1 wood came from Grocer. Where did my other wood come from? What did I play that game? Oh, small scale. I got 3 wood off small scale. Duh. You were considering giving up on fences? Yeah, I mean, yeah, you were trying to find ways, but too well played. Yeah, I mean, I got the right stuff for sure. Mid-40s is nuts with no fences. Yeah, it was pretty nuts. Interesting decision to build 2 wood rooms here. Yeah. You were considering giving up on fences, but yeah, giving up on. I think you had to go for fences the way it turned, but yeah, I'm not sure. I cut my losses early, which is counterintuitive to me. Oh, yeah. So, I mean, when Red was being so much of a wood bully, the thing is, Red let me just grow in round. What was that, 9? I mean, just growing again in round 9 is pretty strong. I mean, keeping the wood for fencing maybe works out. But the problem is, to be fair to Rage, at that point I thought, oh, this is a house steward game. If I build another room, I should at least get house steward points. Also, my hand was always like the part of the problem is my hand always wanted to be in a big house game. My hand was like, get a roof baluster, get out your milk jug, get a hearth, get grocer out, have an insane amount of actions and food, and roof baluster, and there was a house steward. So like, build a big house was what my game was. So, did I think I was supposed to build or take the sheep? I think taking the sheep was very defensible. You were because were you still gonna build a room and two stables there? Or were you still gonna build two rooms? You weren't sure. Okay. I don't know for sure what you're supposed to do. I mean, the game was annoyingly food tight, and I don't think it's crazy for Red to want a hearth. It was just crazy for Red not to like. It was crazy for Red to get this far out of the growth queue, right? If Red just played this game like a normal person and got in the growth queue and still had a ton of wood like they did, Red would have fenced first and probably eventually builds to a 5-room wood house anyhow and has stables. Like, who knows what they could have done, but they chose to do insane things, so oh well. You weren't planning on building room and two stables because you have Sheepwalker. Oh, you were going to set up Sheepwalker this game. Wow, so yeah, the rounds really screwed you. Late Sheep is so killer with Sheepwalker also. Yeah, that's really brutal. Huh. Yeah, I don't totally know what you should do. And I mean, whatever. Again, this game just got nuts because I mean, Red shows an absolutely insane strategy, and whatever. I mean, it totally didn't work. So we all can see that, even though that was pretty obvious. But you just opened two clay. Yeah, I think you played it well. Yeah, I mean, look, you're 2 points behind in a game that was really weird and wacky, and you did really good things, right? I agree. I don't think you did anything wrong, really. Um, yeah, I mean, I don't really think I was trying to come up with actions I disagreed with on your part, but there really aren't, right? Like you just played a really clean game, and I had a little more, or got a little more luck, or whatever. A little more luck, I guess, right? The opponents probably. I was also just second seat, and you were fourth. I don't know. Things worked out. You've played many games with fewer points than actual fences. Yeah, I mean that part's true. I admittedly, Animal Tamer is pretty sick this game. Again, any way to hold animals was pretty awesome because yeah, there just was there was no wood for fencing. But Red's whole strategy was to just attack the wood with reckless abandon, and so yeah, sometimes you gotta just shift to being able to score any other way, and so a big stone house with max family, great fields and crops, good improvement points, and then yeah, you just have shitty animals and no fences, but that's what you got to do sometimes. You also had groom and manservant, so you could have built one room and then tried to reno early. Oh yeah, that would have been tricky, but especially in this food tight game, right? The other problem in this game is that we had late sheep, late boar, and not a lot of food injection cards, right? Like Animal Dealer quasi did, but only late once I had my thing set up and once there were animals to hit. The paper maker actually eased a lot of the early food pressure, although it increased the wood pressure. But yeah, I mean this game was remarkably food tight early too. Milk jug, yeah. No one baked. That's true too. Even less food. Good call. Nobody had a good grain source this game. The best grain source was corn scoop. But nobody had grain cards. There was no conjurer, no childless, no storehouse keeper. Um, so yeah, that's a good call too. Nobody was baking. So yeah, the food was really tricky. And indeed, I mean, yeah, to be fair, three of us are feeding on fireplaces and hearths. Um, so that also yeah. It was such a weird game. I'm glad to have won it. But yeah, just a very weird game. When I built Hearth, yeah, no, that's what I realized. It's actually kind of funny. Looking back on that round, I wanted to just play Grocer that round for no clear reason. But then you played Conservative. I'm like, do I want to pay an extra food for Grocer? I should probably just run a Hearth. And then I did it, and then I thought further. I'm like, wait a second. Chris was about to run a Hearth, and I just blocked him. So yeah, that was... Yeah, see, that wasn't good catch, though. That's the kind of funny part. I didn't realize it till after the fact. I was just like, oh, I'm going to reno. What do? I guess I get the Hearth, sure. So yeah, that was kind of ridiculous. To be fair, I didn't really need the hearth this game, right? It was good for me. It definitely gave me quite a bit of extra food, but I did wind up with it. Like, I have an extra veg I can eat, and I have an extra 4 food just sitting here at the end, so I don't know. You thought I was being sharp. Yeah, no, that one was mostly luck, to be honest. That was like, oh, Chris blocked my Ock move. I better just Reno then, because what else am I going to do? But yeah, I did realize what you wanted to do then shortly after. But yeah, it was a little ridiculous. I actually kind of figured Chris Ho must have the manservant. I mean, one of the other weird things of Gray playing all their Ox early was that it allowed me to know, like, I could be pretty certain what Chris, like, I could be kind of certain where some of the Ox wound up, because Gray showed me his whole hand by round 7. But yeah. Anyhow, just a funky game. It was really interesting stuff. The final things I'm going to say to everybody is that, yeah, as good as Mantelpiece can be, this game still was stupidly stone rich, and I just got to a stone house late. I still think Mantelpiece is very strong, and in certain games it's very good still. But I've been souring on Mantelpiece a little bit when I have big house game plans and have Roof Baluster. Because Roof Baluster is just so efficient at hitting that stone reno, and it gives you that ability to rend fence, where if you have Mantelpiece, I've had that 1 or 2 games where I can't rend fence, and it makes my fencing really obnoxious, and I'm still doing a big house strat. So I think it was correct of me to not worry about Mantelpiece this game. Now, it certainly helped that Reno came in 7, and I wasn't super ready for it. But yeah. If I did try to rush Red Mantelpiece this game, by the way, I also wouldn't have been able to build another wood room in round 9 when I did. So I don't know how much that's all valuable, but yeah. Strawberry Patch is just better anyhow. That's fair. You were annoyed when Gray took the 3 read because you wanted to render the BMW for points. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. That's smart. Yeah. Renault BMW is pretty nice. That makes sense. One thing you want to ask me. Okay, yeah, ask me because I'm about to leave. You just got here, and what's up with Red's board? Red chose a very weird line of his entire game was to just take wood and then play Carpenter and Roof Baluster, or not Roof Baluster, Brushwood very late and try to fill their entire board with rooms to win House Steward. So, not good. Did I ever consider letting you build a first room? Nah, it really wasn't a consideration. I flat out said on the VOD that Chris Ho might not build a room here purely because he sees my small scale farmer and might think I want to keep it going. But no, you let me build the first room I'm building. There was no hesitation, no debate. My whole game was to build. To be fair, right? I didn't even want to play the small scale farmer, right? Like I didn't super want it, right? I just played small scale farmer because I got Ock in round 1, and well, I may as well play small scale farmer, even if it's only a 3 wood action. Playing an Ock is better than taking a 2 wood action, especially when I do have an Acorns basket in hand. I'd eventually like to play this game. So I was just like, yeah, if I get stupid Reedstone food plus Ock, I'll play small scale, and then I'll ignore it as soon as I can. Because I just wanted, I really wanted to just grow first this game. I wanted to grow first and be able to threaten to keep building. My whole hand is, in my opinion, just says grow a lot. That I felt between Milk Jug and getting a Hearth and Animal Dealer, it's like just have a lot of actions, and then you'll feed well, and you'll score off a big house and a big family and a House Steward game. So especially once you played House Steward later, but yeah. The late sheep is sad. Oh yeah, the late sheep is so sad. You had no early Ox to play. Yeah, well, you could have played House Steward, right? But I get that you don't super want to play House Steward in round 1 necessarily there. And you really do want to take the 2 clay and protect the sheep. I wanted the 2 clay on the wheel to build the first fireplace. Like, again, my whole game plan was to get a hearth and feed off of Animal Dealer and Milk Jug, and that was going to pay off my grocer because I needed an insane amount of food, and I didn't have any food. So, yeah, I think, look, I agree. Occasionally in 4-seat, you just have to 2 clay fireplace sometimes. You know you're not going to get the 2 clay back. You're not giving up that much value. I got to. I mean, realistically, what did I lose this game? Instead of taking 2 wood, which was my other option in round 1, I could have taken 2 wood. What I instead did is I played an Ock that gave me 3 wood but cost me a food. I mean, I got to pay a food for a wood, I guess, was my privilege there because you did an Ock. It's really minor, right? I mean, I don't think it matters much, so yeah. I also don't know if it's totally your bad drafting. There really wasn't a lot of early game Ocks. That was the other weird thing about this draft, right? This draft was mostly like mid and late game Ocks. I mean, I guess Red took a lot of the early ones, but like my whole hand is also like kind of mid to late game stuff. Like my only early Ock is small scale. I played a pretty early animal dealer that didn't pay off because I didn't get a hearth forever, but like a lot of my stuff is also late. So the draft was interesting, but yeah, it was a fun one. It was a fun game. It was wacky. Red did it. It was a really interesting thing to navigate with what Red was up to. So yeah. Want to take a quick look at your draft? Sure, let's peek at your draft quick. It's always fun to see, especially the player across the table, because yeah, you know, you saw a lot of cards I didn't potentially. I also thought I also was initially worried because Gray's elo is really bad. Like, right? Gray's elo is like pretty terrifying, so I was worried he was going to pass you too many good cards. But he must have first picked that assisted tiller, right? I never saw it, and your opening pack is trash fire. Like, wow. Wow. These are bad. I mean, you take Sleeping Corner, which is what you do. Sleeping Corner is good, but if you have a Sleeping Corner, do you want to build a lot of rooms? Not necessarily. I generally probably still take Carpenter on average, but I guess you take Scythe Worker here because you have Sleeping Corner. I think it's defensible to take Scythe Worker, Animal Dealer, Carpenter. I think any of those are defensible here. And you do go for the Scythe Worker. Yeah, I think that's fine. This is just really underwhelming Ox, which sucks, right? You do open the worst pack here. This pack, you're going to take Moldboard Plow. You haven't seen any Plow help. You have a Sleeping Corner. You want Fields. It's fine. And then these Ox are all fine. You can take Small Scale Woodcutter Conservator here and be happy. Don't think it really matters which one you take. You go for the Conservator. I think that's totally defensible again. You debate about it, you still do it. Yeah, you considered Woodcutter. I think Woodcutter is okay here too. You already have miners that cost you wood. Woodcutter's fine. Woodcutter would have given you an early Ock to play, but I mean, this is so early in the draft. How do you know you're going to need an early Ock? So Conservator was big for you too, because Clay was comically tight for a long time. I mean I prioritized 4 Clay because I thought you needed the 4 Clay, right? I was like, oh, this 4 Clay is not only really good for my reno plans, but if I take the 4 Clay, I'm gonna block Chris from renovating. But then you just pulled on Conservator. But you take House Steward. I mean, House Steward is the best card left on this pack, although. Well, no, you have a Conservator. I was about to say, Clay Hut Builder, when you see a House Steward can be okay, because you're like, oh, I could build a big Clay house, but you already drafted a Conservator. So yeah, just take the House Steward. The Loom is a clear pick. I first picked Milk Jug instead of Loom, which turns out to be correct. I just like, I was like, oh, I'm planning a big family strategy, and I don't know when I'm going to fence or have animals to score Loom. And I took the Milk Jug, but I really don't know if that's correct. You were praying for Lumbermill back? Yeah, you do have a lot of wood costs, though. That is the tough part here. But yeah, I think this was pretty clear picks out of all that. And then this stuff, Sheepwalker was still in. I agree. You take Sheepwalker, you take Lasso. That That's totally makes sense. These ox, you don't touch. You take the sheep walker, you take the lasso. Absolutely. Nothing wild there. Here, you decide to take groom. I think that's fine. You take hard porcelain. That helps just make sure you get a conservator if it's a stone tight game. It could be clay rich because there was a clay hut builder. Turns out totally wasn't, but and yeah, you just want to avoid wood costs. Although drinking trough and organic is tempting here instead of groom, I might take drinking trough and organic a decent amount of the time. But now it turns out you weren't gonna fence, and even if you did fence, you were gonna try to have some animals and stuff. So I mean, it turns out it's probably fine. But I like drinking trough organic here. I think more so than I like the groom. But I guess you do have the beginnings here of just build a room, run out to stone relatively quickly, try to get some fences down, use sheepwalker for some of the stone, and then yeah, you probably can use groom, right? And you might get the manservant back. Sounds like you did. So yeah, I think that's fine. You'd have taken trough, but you thought there were some worlds where you don't take clay. Yeah. I mean, you took a clay cost miner anyhow, though. It's like but yeah, I mean that's fine. You're not losing the game there. Then you do get manservant. That's awesome. You take large greenhouse because yeah, you're never using clay embankment. So yeah, I mean this is what you do. You take large greenhouse here, and you're probably not playing it. Oh, you definitely don't play it. You really want sheepwalker to get your veggies, which again was unfortunate that just didn't work this game. But because yeah, sheepwalker. Yeah, you're never playing it. Yeah. Now, the thing that I'm a bit surprised about, for the record, like, Red probably should have been very competitive this game. Red had rammed clay and the clay embankment in hand, that means, because you passed them clay embankment last. Like, Red also had a totally, like, easy line to get huge fence. Like, he could have built a huge wood house and built all of his stables and built all of his fences relatively easily this game if he focused on any of that. But everybody, we learned a lesson here. You can't win the game by never growing. Red didn't have the worst idea. Winning House Steward, being a bully on wood, might have worked out. But you just gotta get in the growth queue. You grow. If you're going to build that many rooms, build them earlier so you can grow into them and take more actions. And then with all the actions, you can still achieve everything you wanted, but you make everybody else's games worse as well. And you actually get fences and, points instead of whatever. But hey, Red did their thing. So anyhow, yeah, that's been fun. I really should get going here. I'm gonna go game in person live. Maybe even convince people to play in Agricola, and it won't be somebody has 50 wood. Presumably, I think my friends know to invest their resources in games, but we'll see. But yeah, I should go shower and get ready and do stuff. But thanks all. It was a fun stream. Glad to get a game in with you, Chris. It was a great game, even though it was very wacky. This will be very memorable. I will not forget this game for some time. So, thanks all for hanging out, and chatting. Thanks everybody. It's been good. Yeah, I'm gonna head off, but I'll see you all around later.